A rugged workhorse doesn't usually prioritize a library-quiet interior, but the leap to a modern global platform means the 2025 Toyota Tacoma is rewriting the expectations for midsize truck refinement, especially when cruising at highway speeds. Before diving into the acoustics, it is crucial to understand what is pushing this truck down the road, because powertrain harshness plays a massive role in overall cabin comfort. Looking at the factory spec sheet, the core powertrain relies on a newly developed 2.4-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine. In its standard high-output configuration, this setup delivers a robust 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. All of this power is routed through a smooth shifting 8-speed automatic transmission. Based on widespread industry testing, this mechanical combination allows the truck to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in roughly 7 seconds, which is quite competitive for a heavy body on-frame vehicle. When considering its primary utility, the standard 5-foot bed offers approximately 41.5 cubic feet of cargo volume, providing plenty of space for gear, while maintaining a manageable overall wheelbase. Now, how does this hardware translate to the actual highway cabin noise levels that occupants experience on long road trips? The most significant architectural change is the transition to the TNGA-F fully boxed high-strength steel ladder frame. According to technical engineering documents, this modern chassis is exponentially more rigid than the outgoing generation. Increased structural rigidity inherently reduces the low-frequency vibrations and flex that typically echo through a pickup truck cabin over broken pavement. Furthermore, the shift from traditional leaf springs to a multi-link rear coil suspension on most passenger-oriented trims drastically minimizes rear-end chatter and axle hop over highway expansion joints, directly lowering impact noise transferring into the cabin. However, user feedback and standard class evaluations clearly indicate that the ambient cabin noise is highly dependent on the specific trim level you choose. If you look at the TRD Off-Road or the Halo TRD Pro models, the aggressively treaded all-terrain tires naturally introduce a very noticeable tire hum into the lower cabin area once the speedometer creeps past 65 miles per hour. The large tread blocks on these specialized tires literally trap and compress air against the asphalt, creating a droning sound that penetrates the floor pan. Conversely, the luxury-focused limited trim is specifically engineered for superior on-road manners. It utilizes standard highway terrain tires with closer tread spacing, and more importantly, it features acoustic laminated glass for the windshield and front side windows. This specialized glass contains a microscopic layer of sound-absorbing resin sandwiched between two panes of glass, which drastically cuts down on high-frequency wind noise and the intrusive roar from passing semi-trucks. Despite these impressive advancements, you cannot completely cheat physics. Due to the inherently blocky exterior design, upright A-pillars and massive side mirrors required for towing visibility, wind noise remains a constant factor at higher interstate cruising speeds. When the turbocharger spools up under heavy acceleration to merge onto the highway, the 4-cylinder engine note is distinctly audible and admittedly lacks the smooth, low-pitched burble of the legacy V6 engine. Yet once you reach your cruising speed and the 8-speed transmission drops into its highest overdrive gear, the engine revolutions drop significantly and the mechanical noise settles down into a deeply subdued background hum. Compared to the historical standards of the mid-size truck segment, the fixed sound deadening materials strategically placed within the firewall, the roofliner, and the floor pan show a dedicated effort by the manufacturer to isolate the driver from harsh environmental noise. Overall, the technical data and widespread driver feedback point to a highly modernized driving environment that successfully balances legendary off-road capability with a surprisingly well-insulated and fatigue-free highway ride.